Hello, this is the Lord's Legion and welcome to another countdown, and in this video we're going to be counting down the top 10 underrated Marvel villains. Now before we get started, I want to point out that these characters aren't ranked in who I consider better than the other, but rather who I consider to be more underrated and deserve more recognition. So without further ado, let's begin with the list. So coming in at number 10 we have Titanium Man. Titanium Man is one of Iron Man's most oldest and most powerful enemies, and not only is he physically more stronger than Tony Stark as well as being more durable, but he can also do devastating concussive blasts. Now why I put Titanium Man on this list in particular is for two reasons. First of all, he has his code of honor in which he is proud to serve Russia, which is his home country, but more importantly, back in Tony Stark's early days, when he first fought against Titanium Man was the closest villain to ever be close in killing Iron Man. And not only that, Titanium Man was so close to killing Tony Stark in front of everyone. So because of his great first appearance, this is why I think Titanium Man deserves this spot on this list. Coming in at number 9 we have the Grim Reaper. Now the Grim Reaper is a very interesting case, as he is a villain that not only is capable of taking down Wonder Man, who is his half-brother, but can also take on the Avengers by himself. Although a minor villain in nature, Grim Reaper has been around for so many years and has done quite a bit for himself, as he joined Hydra as well as the Masters of Evil. Plus he's a very skilled hand-in-hand combatant, as well as being very skilled with his scythe, whether it's technologically or mystically enhanced. Plus he has cheated death many times. It seems as if he really is the Grim Reaper, and not just merely stealing his name. Coming in at number 8 we have Curse. Now Curse is a very memorable villain because he's one of the very few that could really take on Thor each time. And not just take him on, but also obliterate him. Plus Curse is one of the most loyal Dark Elves out there, that he'll do anything for his people and turn into the Cursed One. Now what put Curse on this list is that not only was he capable of beating Thor each time, but as soon as he found out what Malekith was really doing, which was his master, Curse decided to crush Malekith's head and become the new leader of the Dark Elves and try to look for peace, and even became an ally for Thor for a little time. And because of how loyal Curse really is to the Dark Elves, as well as beating up Thor every time and even killing his former master, I think Curse has every right to have a spot on this list. Coming in at number 7 we have Mr. Sinister. Now Mr. Sinister truly lives up to his name, as he will literally grab any mutant and experiment on them, just so that he can find the next evolution and eventually take over the world with his work. Plus he was the one responsible for the birth of Madeline Pryor, who was the clone of Jean Grey. Plus, due to the fact that he has a fraction of Apocalypse's powers, Mr. Sinister has been around for many decades doing his own thing and doing experiments on other people as well as mutants. And because of being gifted with a fraction of Apocalypse's abilities, therefore makes Mr. Sinister a very powerful adversary for the X-Men, and even as strong as Doctor Doom. And Doctor Doom is considered to be one of the most overpowered villains of all time. Coming in at number 6 we have Surtur. Surtur is a very powerful fire demon who not only is the most powerful Thor villain, but also the most feared being across the 9 realms. Surtur is the ruler of Muspelheim and is also the Lord of the Flame. Surtur could also debatably be the devil figure for the Marvel Universe. And Surtur is so powerful that not only is he responsible for Ragnarok, but is also powerful enough to even take on Odin. And if there's one thing I want to see in Thor Ragnarok done right, is to see Surtur done in full glory and just burn all the 9 realms. Coming in at number 5 we have Taskmaster. Tony Masters is a former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent who is gifted with photographic reflexes. And what he does with his abilities is to essentially become a mercenary and do anything for money. Now Taskmaster may seem like a minor villain, but when you really think about it, he is a rather interesting character, as he isn't really bothered about ruling anything or even taking charge, but rather just do anything for money and just live a good life. And with his photographic reflexes, he is capable of mastering any martial arts. He is capable of copying Wolverine, Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Fist, and just others to name a few. And he also has a little school in which he teaches other henchmen and doing the right job. And to him, this is all just business, as he just only cares about money. Coming in at number 4, we have Annihilus. Annihilus was born to be power hungry, and so when he crashed onto an alien ship, he decided to better himself by creating an armor around the ship. And the more he advanced his armor, the more powerful he became, and as soon as he found the cosmic control rod, that's when he became unstoppable. As not only does the cosmic control rod enhance his strength through incalculable measures, but also grants him immortality and can control bug-like creatures. And even after taking over the negative zone, that isn't enough for Annihilus, as he wants to take over everything. Coming in at number 3, we have Blackheart. Blackheart may be the son of Mephisto, but don't let that fool you, as in many ways Blackheart is even more powerful than his own father. Now Blackheart has a wide variety of abilities such as superhuman abilities, mind control, levitation, size alteration, dark manipulation, enhanced healing, and even teleporting to name a few. And some of these abilities are stuff that not even Mephisto, his own father, could do. Now I just wish that Blackheart appears in more storylines, because I think he has a lot of potential to really shake up the Marvel Universe. Coming in at number 2, we have the Hood. Now Peter Robbins is a petty criminal who discovered a magical hood and boot after shooting down a demon that was in his apartment. But what he later discovered is that the Hood actually gave him abilities that came from Dormammu. And with his newfound powers, the Hood eventually organised his own criminal empire, as well as eventually joining Norman Osborn's cabal. And in a short period of time, he also had the reality gem. And although the Hood hasn't been around for a very long time, he has done quite a bit for himself over the recent years. And finally, for number 1, we have Corvus Glaive. Corvus Glaive is the leader of the Black Order who help aid Thanos in destroying other planets. And because of how deadly he is, as well as his loyalty towards Thanos, Corvus Glaive is considered to be Thanos' most loyal servant. Corvus Glaive is a very dangerous combatant who is very savage and would slash pretty much anyone that gets in his way. Not only that, Corvus Glaive is incredibly fast, as well as being incredibly agile and surprisingly strong as well. And to top it all off, Corvus Glaive is Thanos levels of immortal, meaning that you can keep Corvus Glaive down, but it'll only take so long before he'll eventually get resurrected. And although he's relatively a new character, I still think he has a lot more potential in doing something greater than being just Thanos' little pawn. And for that reason, that's why I put Corvus Glaive as my number 1 most underrated Marvel villain. So who do you think is the most underrated Marvel villain? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video, please like and subscribe, take care and have a good one.